I'll talk loud. Hey, we wanted to make a quick video about our feeder that we made for our ducks. They're obviously hungry, so I'm going to try and talk loud over them, but show you really quickly. This is the feeder we made. I'm going to come back and talk about making it in just a second, but I want to show you cleaning it out. So it's because it's a little bit messy, show you cleaning it out, filling it up, putting food in for them. So it's a pretty simple, if you look inside here, and this is designed, just put well, obviously you see the piece here, and these are for inspection purposes, and you just twist it. It's an expanding wing nut that expands this out and opens it up. And then what we can do is go over here and just turn on the hose for a second. We show in there, and it will flush out the feeder completely. And gets it obviously clean, let it sit for a sec, and then get these last little bits that are in here. And you can flush it entirely clean very easily. And then we just put this back in here. When you put it back in, it's got these finger grooves in here that you just have to hold it, because it'll be a little bit slippery, and just hold it in place. Twist that back in. It doesn't have to be super hard because this isn't holding any kind of pressure. Turn this back on for a sec. And we get a little bit of water in here. And we'll make you guys happy. So, with 15 ducks and this trough, we have, obviously they need water when they eat. So you can put the feed in here and they'll get the feed and the water. And the nice thing is with the design of the PVC pipe, this is a 4-inch PVC pipe, the food will settle down to the bottom, and if you watch them, they'll actually scoop along sideways along the bottom to get all the feed out of there. I probably put a little bit too much water in this time, but they'll clean it out. And so also, because the design comes back up like this, it keeps most, not all, I mean, and if you've got ducks, you know they're messy, but it keeps most, if not all of the food inside, and then just runs back down. It just keeps falling back down to the bottom, whatsoever sort of splashes out of their mouth. So it's a pretty simple setup in that it's a 4-inch pipe with a reducer to I believe this is a 4-inch to a 2-inch reducer, and then a 2-inch to a 1/2 inch, and then it's just a 1/2 inch threaded, male threaded into this with a hose adapter on here. And so this has actually got a swivel on it, so it's perfect for hooking up the hose. You could go the other way too. I mean, you can do other options with this, but everything at Lowe's, and I think the whole thing, you know, all of just these pieces was maybe about, I want to say it was about 40, maybe 40 bucks for the whole thing. And so I've got 2 of those screw-in valves down here, so one on each side of those twist-in test valves is what they're called. And the reason I got those is that they're cheaper. It was cheaper to get those than to put a piece of a 4-inch extension out of here and put a cap on it. The caps are more expensive than those test valves. And the reason you use this on here was just simply so that they can't twist it. And the nice thing is it's pretty easy to level out, so you just sort of shift it whichever way you wanted to go. You could obviously shorten this if you had a smaller pin for your ducks, if you only wanted a 4-foot section or a 6-foot, whatever, but this was a full 4-inch pipe. And then it was just a matter of tracing some lines on here. And I've got video that I'll add on to this of us cutting this out and then just taking a flat file and filing the edges so that there was no sharp edges here for the ducks to cut themselves on. But that's it. This is our solution to a duck feeder. It has made things much easier for us feeding them and giving them both water and food at the same time. I mean, even though we've got a pond, but what was happening is we would put it in some kind of a trough or tray and they would step on it, knock it over, and make a mess trying to go back and forth between the pond and this, and it's just a much easier solution for us. So hope that helps. I'm going to add the parts to the end of this video just of cutting out with a jigsaw. It's pretty simple. Drill some holes in it, get a fine jigsaw, like a plywood jigsaw blade, and then just cut this out. I mean, it couldn't be simpler, and then just use regular PVC glue to glue the ends on it. And that's it. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.